Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapper Chronicles. Today we're coming back at you with a bit of a tool haul, or kind of a, what do you call it, odds and ends mostly. But the major thing here was the Long Island tool meet, and that stuff is up top here. In the middle here is garage sales, and on the bottom there is stuff I picked up retail. And we can start off with the box. The box I picked up at the Long Island tool meet, and it's a stack-on box. It's plastic frame and metal drawers. So it has two metal drawers, and made in the USA, which is good. Stack on this. The box itself I picked up for $5 at the Long Island tool meet. And this stuff up here is the tool meet stuff, and let's jump into it. Let me see. First thing, I guess this hammer here looks like I don't know, like a croquet hammer or something like that. But I don't know. I picked it up. This most of this stuff was $1, except for like maybe 3 items. I think all the rest of it was $1, and this was $1, and it was a pretty big wooden hammer, mallet style hammer. And I said, why not for $1? You know, not too bad, I guess. I'm not into big hammers, but I guess you know, like I said, for $1 it's not too bad. And also, I think the only thing I paid more than $1 for with these three ratchets here. So we put those over there. The rest of it, I think I paid $1. I picked up this ice pick there, and I think most of the stuff was this one table. And if you go to Scout Crafter's video, I'm sure he's gonna have a video on Monday of the Long Island tool meet, and you'll probably see the dollar table there. The regular guy who's usually there, he brought in a bunch of stuff and he sold it all for $1. And big, small items, whatever, everything was $1. And most of the stuff was that. And I picked up this ice pick. Doesn't have a name or anything on it, but I figured, you know, why not for $1? I could put that in my sock, you know, in case I go to the city. What else? Here's a Dunlap adjustable wrench. This is an 8-inch one. Picked this up. I think I have one already, a Dunlap. Not sure what size, but it says made in Germany, and usually German tools are pretty good quality. So I picked that up. Oh, and another nice thing I picked up was this other adjustable. And here is, if you can make it out there, this is a Proto. I think it's 7045 or S, and this is a small 4-inch adjustable MFD. As we know, MFD is usually Proto. They use that a lot. USA. And here it is, forged alloy steel. Pretty nice. I like small tools, and anything Proto basically I pick up usually. And here's this push drill, and I get a few push drills, and I probably would have left this if not for the make here. Witherby, never heard of them, but it's made in Spain, and you rarely see Spain tools. Here's a number 7332, so I picked it up. I think it works. The spring feels a little weak, but still ratcheting. Came with a couple of attachments, a couple of flatheads, kind of a weird coating on them. Looks like chrome paint. It doesn't really look like well applied chrome on the accessories. And this one also, it's kind of got a weird chrome like paint on it. But for $1, made in Spain, why not? And here is a spark plug gapping tool. This one's a Craftsman 40801, made in USA. Pretty dirty, but should clean up pretty good. Just needs a good dunk in probably simple green or something, then dry out. But an old style gapping tool. I don't think I can use this on my car because I think the gap on my car is like 44 or something like that, and this one only goes up to 40. It is 0.04. So pretty cool, but I'm not sure if I can use it. I could probably use this gap opener here for in case I need to open the gap on some spark plugs. And this had this big screwdriver, and I really don't need any screwdrivers, tell you the truth, but I picked it up because it was in such good shape. The tip looks pretty nice. No funky tip, except maybe the what do you call it? The chrome is a little bit worn on the tip. This is a Herbrand 90008, made in USA. And here is a Stanley level. This was also in the dollar bin, in a different dollar bin, not from the main dollar bin, the dollar guy that was there. There was another guy who had like a dollar bucket, and I picked this up from there. This is an old Stanley number 259 level. I put a little lemon oil on it to make it look like something. It was pretty dry, but still works. Made of wood. Here's a Lindstrom F.E. Lindstrom. What does it say on the bottom? I can't make out what it says. But it does say on this side Bell Systems, so it's kind of an older Bell System style side cutter. The cutters don't match up really good. I don't know if that's on purpose or just used. I know a lot of them have like the hole there they use for cutting a wire insulation, I guess. And here's a crimper on this side. Never heard of that company, Lindstrom. So I thought it was pretty good for $1. Here is a Hold Easy screwdriver with a retainer on it to hold screws. It says Hold Easy here. Epson Tool Incorporated, made in USA. Yeah, it has like a weird insert in the middle there. It's like another piece of green plastic, has a patent number on it, and I think it says lock block or something. Not sure, but kind of a smaller size screwdriver, but the head doesn't look too small. Looks like maybe a number 1 or 2. And it has the hooks there to hold the screws. And I found this whetstone. Looks like a combination. I think the top is rough and the bottom is thinner. And these come in handy sometimes, just for basic taking metal off. I think it's gonna come in handy with this because the tip is kind of not so great, so I might sharpen it with that. And here is a Crescent USA 6-inch adjustable, and looks okay. The handle doesn't look too bad. The plastic there, coating, 6-inch, says right there $1. So that's another part. I think I picked that up from another gentleman who was there, not part of the big dollar table. And this was also $1. I picked this up from somebody else also. I think I showed a couple of weeks ago a similar tool. Actually, I think I have it here. Here, Urban 2000 wrench, Japan. And here's another. This was wheel, 5-inch. Is it 5-inch? 6-inch. This one is 10-inch. So here is the 6-inch version, but this one is a different company. It says wheel on it, but has that same mechanism. And I did use the other one once, and it did work pretty good. So I don't know. I kind of have an eye out for those now. If I can find them in different companies and different sizes. And here are the ratchets. I found this Williams is a B51 super ratchet, older ratchet. Works. Didn't open it up yet. This one, I call these style ratchets the Venus flytrap of ratchets because a lot of times, especially on the 1/2-inch versions, they have a mechanism. If you don't take them apart a certain way, they'll shoot the ball and spring in while you're trying to take it apart and lock up the pawl, and you'd have to really like heavy hand. You have to muscle it to get the mechanism to come apart. You probably have to ruin the spring or something. It becomes like a whole ordeal. But I think they did something different with this one because I see a screw there at the bottom here, and I think maybe that might help just back up the spring this way instead of the spring having to go out that way, which could help a lot with that problem I described. Has the old plate here with the 2 holes that you have to screw off, and Williams is notorious for having these almost impossible to open, and I've taken up to 3 days to open a few of these, especially on the B52s. Those rings with the little notches on the side, those are really hard sometimes. But this one, I think I paid $5 for this, and I don't have one this size actually. And you would think a guy with so many ratchets would have a 3/8 version, but I think this is the first one I have. The next one is this Husky, and this Husky I might have also, but I saw it there and I was like, why not? I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. I think they had it for $5, and it was pretty. I think I actually cleaned this one the other day. It was pretty bad shape, but just dirty, and it wasn't really ratcheting too good. And I cleaned it up, and you can hear it. It sounds really nice. And this one is the prize, I guess, out of the ratchets and all the stuff I found. This is from the side of it, I knew automatically it was Proto, and here it says MFD, as we would know, MFD Proto, MFD USA by Proto for Vogel Tool Co. Never heard of them. Double duty because it has 2 heads, and I've never seen one like this before. Pretty smooth still. The only thing wrong with it is it's missing the ball here on the 3/8 side. The 1/2-inch is fine, and this one's longer than usual also. I think this is probably like 9 or 10 inches, I guess they were made it longer for the 1/2 inch, but also I guess comes in handy as a long ratchet for the 3/8 also. Don't know much about the company Vogel, never heard of them, but kind of a pretty interesting piece. $15, I think I paid 10 for it because it was sounding, oh, the ball was missing, that's why. Yeah, paid $10 for that. Okay, let's take a quick look at some of the garage sale stuff I found. Okay, I found a couple of hammers at the same spot. I think all of this is from the same spot actually. I found these two channel lock ball pins, small. I think they're like 6 or 4 ounces. They're pretty small heads. Says channel lock here. One looks like it's in a little bit better shape. This one actually has the sticker, most of it there. This one doesn't. The paint, most of the paint is gone on that one also. And it looks like they were using it and not really being accurate, so they chewed up the wood here as they were striking, I'm assuming. And this one's a little bit chewed up here also. But channel lock ball pins, never knew they made ball pins. Over here at the same spot, I found a bunch of punches, a set, pretty much a set of Craftsman. These are Craftsman, different numbers here. USA punches, the long one, and here is a not so long one. So there's a lot of glare. It says 1/4 inch on this one. This one doesn't have a size. Here's a dry chisel, USA 1/2 inch, and another smaller dry chisel. This one WF, I forgot what WF was, 3/8. Something Forge, Western Forge, there we go. Here's a smaller punch. This one is probably the 3/8, 30 and another Western Forge mark. This one's the 1/2 inch, but the tip is kind of, I guess they used this. This was one of the ones they used. They look pretty new, but I guess they did use some. And I picked up this long punch, Orion Company, USA, never heard of them. You guys that know more, let me know in the comments if you've heard of them. And I picked up one wrench at the same spot and one attachment. The wrench is a Mac 3/8 and CL12 USA. If I see wrenches, most of the wrenches I leave nowadays. If I see Mac or Snap-on, I'll pick it up. And here is a Proto. This one looks brand new. Flathead, 1/4 inch attachment. A Proto. I think a couple of months ago, I had a Phillips attachment like this, 1/4 inch. Saw that in the pile, picked that up. I think for all that, $8. The punches, the hammers, the attachments. And I'm trying to go quick because the phone is saying that the battery is low. And if it conks out, I'll come back. But you know what happened when it cuts. Hopefully it doesn't. This is retail stuff at the bottom. Saw this at Lidl, the supermarket Lidl. They have, I saw like a box of just lubricants, and they had a silicone can and a general purpose, I guess like WD-40 style can, and this one graphite lubricant spray. And I picked this one up. I think it was $2. It was cheap. Picked it up because graphite, you don't see too much graphite sprays out there. You see a couple, but not too often. And Harbor Freight, I picked these up. These are impact rated socket adapters, $3 for the Bauer on clearance. I think the Warrior, the cheapy one, is $5. This one is an impact rated, and it was $3. So I picked that up. Also picked up this set of longer. This has a wobble head, and these are impact rated also. I think I picked these up when they had the 30% coupon like a week or two ago, and these are like $7, but with the coupon it was like $5. So that's pretty good to have. I did buy a Bauer recently, the impact driver, the set. I think it was like it was on sale 1 week for like $54, and I picked that up. So I added a few accessories that were pretty cheap. And the last of it, of the retail, is I picked up these screwdrivers and I think a wrench. And the one screwdriver is a Great Neck and USA. And I know there was some discussion in the comments about Great Neck, and they still make some tools, I guess, in Long Island or USA. But the funny thing about this one, it's pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it was used much. It says Great Neck USA, but over here it says Japan. I guess the mechanism was Japan and the handle is USA. Kind of weird, but I remember how companies were doing us like not too long ago, making weird labels. And the wrench is a Barcalo, and I think the other day, I think I have them here. Where are they? Somewhere here. Oh, here. Yeah. I had these crescent wrenches that I found, and I remember I said they were Barcalo, crescent Barcalo. So you can see how these are similar. You see that little swedge there that Barcalo was kind of famous for. So you know that these crescents were Barcalos, or produced in the same factory. And I picked this one up. This is a 7/16, and it's cool because it has the cutout forged 7/16 in there, not just printed or put there. It was actually like cut out and forged in. Pretty cool. And some screwdrivers, and you know, I really don't need screwdrivers, but they were in the pack with that wrench, and it was really cheap. It was like $2 or something, or $3. And some interesting screwdrivers though. Here is a genuine something word, Irwood. You guys who are into these screwdrivers, I think 357 Magdad, he likes these wood handle screwdrivers. This is a number 20 Herwood, Hurwood. I never heard of that wood. Made in USA, number 20 Stanley. In pretty good shape. The tip looks brand new. Has a little paint on it. Probably sitting in the box somewhere. But Herwood, genuine Herwood. And there's a made in USA Jobmaster Stanley here. Also in pretty decent shape. Tip looks pretty good. It's a 3-inch 66683 3-inch Stanley. And this one is a Bridgeport USA number 443. What is that? 1.25 inch. This is stubby. Also looks brand new. And last but not least, of course, in the bag with all the rest of that screwdrivers, you're gonna have the 25-cent screwdriver. And here it is, the 25-cent screwdriver. No name, no country of origin, a cheap handle. Surprisingly, the tip isn't totally bad, but there you go, the 25-cent screwdriver. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. I'm gonna run because this battery has probably 1% left. Alright guys, until next time.